Doc Rivers continues to, time and time again, not get it when it comes to getting... Oh! Let him play!
Good evening, sports fans, and a pleasure to have you here for this special, completely unexpected pop-up random question show. Good to have you with us, everybody, from here on Twitch once again tonight, our second Twitch broadcast of the football show. But it's ultimately just a hybrid show. It's a little bit of a combination of the sandwich show and the football show coupled into one thing. So tonight we want to bring in a friend of ours, a good friend of ours we've known for quite some time, our friend Santoro, and we're gonna tell you about our journey to here. You know, we came from a place called the Mike Francesa.com. Oh my gosh, why is there such a big delay here? That is weird. But anyway, we came from a message board where we would talk about sports, and we've kind of migrated to different places. And this podcast too has also migrated to different places. It actually started a long time ago on Blog Talk Radio, and moved its way into YouTube for live streaming. It was originally from Google Hangouts. Like that's how long ago this was. And then I do not know why there's such a huge delay on this tonight. Something's going on. It's a little bit gross. I shouldn't be having this big a delay on. No, that looks okay. I don't know, but I think we should be back in order at some point. Hey Tina, what's going on? Pump it up. It's good to see you again tonight. It's nice to have. But we're gonna just do a really laid back random questions as we get rolling with our friend Santoro. It should be really good times. Let's see. I just get the impression that the threshold for the I've got compressor stuff I want to dial in too, but let's do that while we bring in our good friend on these delays are really killing me. Like, are you all seeing delays with what I'm saying and what's showing up on the screen? Because if you are, let me know. If not, cool. I think something's going on. I think there's like an update going on in the background that I didn't know about. Yeah, new background. But anyway, let's get it rolling on America's favorite moment in sports talk and Twitch podcast and broadcasting.
Do the dance. It's time for random questions. Great stuff. Ask us anything.
All right, let's ask anything of our good friend Santoro. It's been a minute. I'm just waiting for our buddy to get on on video here, or maybe we don't, or if he wants to. I guess he doesn't have to, but
no, I will. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I have to start the video.
There we go. Sweet. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. It's been a minute. How you been? What's new, buddy?
I'm good, Dave. I need to apologize, man. It's taking a minute to get on here. But, I've been trying since everything, but I lost a lot on crypto, so.
I knew that was coming. Good, dude. It's been a minute. So it's nice to see you back on here. So it's funny where we've come from and where we are now, right? Like it's and I think I want to take a moment just for everybody on Twitch just to offer you the opportunity to ask questions about anything. So we're gonna open the queue right now. If you have a question for us, exclamation point question followed by the question itself, and we'll be glad to answer those throughout the rest of this program. This is also going to go on the podcast feed tonight because this was scheduled. Actually. We meant to schedule this. Yeah. This is mentioned.
That's how I see the question.
Yeah. So yeah, have you ever? No. You've been on Twitch a couple times before, right? Because I saw you in the chat for one of the TwitchCon shows that when I was
popped in at your little Twitch. I popped in there when you were busy blowing out what's her name's back though. What's her name? Who's the porn star broker back there? I know that was you. I know that wasn't.
Oh man, yeah, that was like all the news over at TwitchCon. It was such an unfortunate scenario, but I guess it's just bad planning by whoever set up that foam pit. They didn't do their homework on that one. But I was around the area, but I didn't actually see that foam pit. So it's kind of like it tucked away in
You
the
should have went
corner.
on like Instagram Live with that. You got to be more alert out there. Man. I forget her name. Her name escapes me. If I wasn't on video with you right now.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't even.
You know, it's interesting. One thing that I have not done yet, since we haven't done a random questions on the football show in a while, I'm going to move you to the left and move me to the right because when I do this, it looks like I'm facing that way and you're facing the other way. So this would just make more sense. So let me just do that.
Yeah, I'm turning my head because my TV's right there. So.
Yeah. How's the Yankee game?
Obviously, there's a lot of crazy fan base action.
I know. You know, when I last saw the game, so we're following a few games tonight as we do this podcast. We're following the Thursday night game between the Saints and the Cardinals. We're following the New York Yankees against the Houston Astros in the ALCS. That's game 2. And then I'm following a couple of college football games too, but not pretty sheeran games all told, so nothing to worry about there. Give me just a second. I'll move you over here. I've been meaning to do this for a while, so thanks for letting me do that. No, not that one. Crap. Let me get rid of that.
I took half a gum in 2 days, so if I look a little faded, forgive me. It's been a long day.
Ah, no worries, no worries. We are very. And
What
if
happened with the root canal?
Yeah, so the root canal. Like, so you all have been seeing that on the Discord. Like, so the root canal. They were late to the appointment, so they couldn't actually do any work today. So they had to move it to tomorrow. That's
What do you
basically
mean they were late? What do you mean they were late to the appointment? You made an appointment. You went to the office. Like, what happened?
No, they warned me this is there was going to be a consultation, so they did the consultation and I got through the consultation, and
You have to have a consultation with a root canal nowadays.
they wanted to.
What, do you not see a regular dentist?
No. I'm at a dental I get my dental work done at the dental school at my campus, so that's what that's all about. If it was a regular dentist, we probably would have had it done already. It's kind of a reminder that maybe I should move to a regular dentist after this. But you do save a lot of money when you do the dental school. It's just that it takes a lot longer. So that's why it's been such a mess. Like, it's been all these appointments. Yeah, it is what it is. But we'll finally get some work done on it tomorrow. So we got that going on for us. That should be all right. So anything else? So what's the score of the Yankee game so far?
3-2. The wonderful Astros.
Oh, okay. 3-2 who?
The Astros.
Oh, wow. Sucks. I pulled out of the game. Like, I was gonna bet it, and I was like, yeah, you know what? It's better not to. Is that
the only thing you pulled out of this week?
Oh, zing. Yeah, actually it is, unfortunately. But yeah.
All right, me too.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I didn't even pull out of that. So.
oof, I hear you. So yeah, I mean, it's an interesting perspective to have a show like this and see where we've come from, where we're going. So I know that we used to be on a message board called the MikeFrancesa.com, where we would talk about, yeah, I know, I see it in your eyes. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's obviously kind of an inside thing at this point, but yeah, it's time.
Made it pretty public.
Yeah. But anyway, we've things
Well, let
have
me make
evolved.
you uncomfortable, Dave. I apologize.
No, I wouldn't say that. But you're good. I think whatever your new your AirPods are, they're sounding really good. Like, those are pretty good.
This is actually like I don't know. I think this is like the first model that came out. They just, I don't know. Like, one of them like actually stopped working for a while, and I had to buy another pair, which is, I don't know, in my bag somewhere.
Oh, okay.
And then like after I bought another pair and tried it, I said, what the hell? And tried them out like, I don't know, 9 months later, and they worked again. So
Oh, okay.
now I have 2 pairs.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, cool deal. But Yeah, I mean, I do want to thank you for for co-opting the idea of like trying a Discord server of our own. Like, there's another Discord server I'm in where we talk mostly about sports, and it's called SFZ. And I think it's been cool to just kind of see that grow and become a big thing. And I mean, I think, is it fair to say that it exceeded like both our expectations as we set that up?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, now it's like, it's sort of like, an all day type of thing. It's a lot, not to disparage anything, but I personally feel it's a lot easier to use than the first thing you referred to earlier on. But, yeah, I mean, it definitely took me back. I mean, it started out like small and simple, and it's growing. I mean, we have, like, I'd say there's an average amount of people who go on, and the rest sort of either don't or, I don't know, chill out in invisible mode or something, which wouldn't surprise me. But anyway, yeah, it's definitely, I didn't expect it to get as good as it's been. I mean, now it's like just a constant source of entertainment for me, just a place to, chop it up about more light shit, not like, let's not get into the topic. The shit that turned both of us off.
Right, yeah.
Made this even possible, so.
Yeah. I think that's cool because, like, yeah, and besides, we also have the Twitch audience who probably wasn't up on all those histrionics. So the point is we do, it's a cool space now. And I didn't think it was we'll tell you a little bit more about it over on on the Sandwich Server Discord, and then like get into like if you really do get into sports and you want to talk about sports specifically, there's like a whole thing going on at SFC, which is kind of I feel like it's your baby, even though I know like Organic Chicken Fingers is another one of our friends, and then myself and you also put that together. Or three, yeah, or 3 too. That's right. Yeah, good point. Didn't want to leave them out. Good call. So we kind of put that consortium together and got that going, and we had a lot of cool people from the board, from the old message board who popped over after we invited a bunch of people. So it's been a good spot. So
others that sort of trickled out and phased out for whatever reason.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like, more good on them. Whatever they want to do, they can do. Did you have anything on the football game tonight?
I did. I totally forgot there was even one on. I'm just glued to fucking Yankee shit, and the server and Twitter too. It's just insanity. Yeah,
I think we had a lot of discussion about the Yankees earlier today, like just in messages and whatever, and I guess we just came to the conclusion they played over their heads during the regular season, and this is kind of the moment where you kind of
Yachts has a question for you, actually.
What was that?
Are we doing the random? Yeah, I said Yachts has a question for you. Are we doing random questions right now?
We are, yeah. What was his random question?
He said how much would it take for you, Dave, to wear the combined Yankee Met hat in the next 15 of your Fork Song videos?
For how many videos?
15 in a row.
I mean, 15 is a lot. I mean, it's gonna.
Well, how much? There's always a number.
There's always a number. I mean, we could do it for like a month. Yeah, okay. So I could probably do it for. It wouldn't be that much. It'd be like 10,000. Like, I'd probably do it. Like, I could even do it for 1,000. I think it'd probably be cool with that. But it wouldn't be. I don't think anybody would. I don't even think anyone would notice that. To be honest with, like, that's a bigger question for somebody who's a Yankee or a Met fan. I'm neither, so I'm fine with it. So, yeah.
I guess you need the money. I think I might charge a little more.
You might charge more.
I mean, to wear that hat's a fucking abortion.
Oh, for you. Yeah, absolutely. Our friend Toro is a Yankee fan, so like that wouldn't be the easiest thing for him to do.
I wouldn't really. I mean, I grew up rooting for them, but like if they win or lose, I'm dead ass honest. I just couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is. Some of us sort of lose that passion, others don't. It just happens.
Yeah. So is everybody in the tri-state kind of acting the way our friend fan base is right now? Like, kind of flipping out over this series?
I haven't witnessed anything in public, but I've overheard people talking at work about it, like giving them breakdowns and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, because now my mind automatically goes to that. So it's like, I'm like, oh God, this is what they sound like too. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess some people just really get into it. I mean, if I like bet on it or something, I'll, obviously have more interest in what's going on, but, whatever. If they lose, like, I'll just, I don't know, throw on Netflix or something and it goes off.
We'll get to that in a minute. King, good to see you in the chat. Welcome in, King. How you doing tonight? Let me give you a shout out here. Hang on a minute, King. So King Dambreaker is a big fan of the grilled cheese sandwich, Toro. I've never thought I gotten your thoughts on grilled cheese specifically.
I didn't realize I was going to start getting the food questions, but I get that part of your repertoire. So
yep.
By all means.
So what are you? Like,
I can't. I'm not. By the way, I'm not reading the questions. I'm on my Bluetooth. When I went on Twitch, I was getting that feed too. So I'm just going off of the Zoom invite. So you have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. No, but this question is for me. But that was literally just from me. So the question was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So my question was did you, how big of a fan of grilled cheese are you? Is it one of your favorite sandwiches?
I like eating it. I mean,
cool.
You gotta be feeling some type of way to not like the grilled cheese. I would pretty basic as shit.
Right.
I haven't had one in quite some time.
Okay. I mean, I'll tell you what. I mean, as you said, it's a simple sandwich, but it can be really satisfying. I tell you, hey, my goodness, Carly Simmons in the chat. What's going on? How you doing? Pump it up. It's good to see it. The question queue is open, Carly. If you have any questions about anything, this is my IRL friend, Santoro, who's from New Jersey, and
Carly a girl?
What's that?
Is Carly a female?
Yes, and she. Look at you! Yeah. But so anyway, Carly's is out of Maine. She's originally from Massachusetts, so she's a big fan of all the Boston teams. Now I hope
I'm in Jersey, girl. What's up?
Oh my God. But yeah, anyway, to any of you in the chat, if you have a question for us, exclamation point question followed by the question itself. Our friend Toro is really up on things like Netflix shows and award shows, and I guess I would say music too. Let me just ask you quickly. So Megan Thee Stallion was at TwitchCon. Are you familiar with Megan Thee Stallion?
I am.
Yeah. Fan? Not a fan? What you think?
I'm a fan of her music. Not really.
Oh, okay.
But, enough so.
Yeah. Oh. Now, the one thing about our friend Carly is that she goes for it with these questions. She doesn't pull any punches with these things. All right. So, Carly, I think you already know my answer to this question, but I'm going to answer this so if you...
Megan makes, typical, what I always call, thought music, and just, work it up in the club. That's, okay. I mean, it's good for its setting. It's not something I'm going to throw on to, listen to, if I'm, commuting into work or whatever else. But, I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not judging nobody on their musical taste.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I was wondering I thought you'd have a better feel for Megan Thee Stallion than me because I'm just not familiar at all. So, sweet. Turbo Swim is back. What is all this, Davy? I hear you. But this is my IRL friend. My IRL friend is on tonight. We're just doing basically an AMA, so you feel free to ask us about literally anything that you'd like to. And Carly asks, are hot dogs a sandwich or not? I continue to say no, because I just think of hot dogs as their own thing. Toro, what's your feel? This is a commonly asked question. Where do you weigh in on the hot dog debate? Is it a sandwich?
No, what kind of bullshit is that?
Oh my God. Hey, listen, I'm with you. What would be your argument?
Let me ask you, the person who asked that question, what's their opinion?
I'm sorry, what was that?
The person who asked that question, was that one of your questions or from?
Oh no, that was Carly's question. That was Carly's question.
Okay. Carly, what do you think?
That is a good question. I never really got Carly's opinion on this. Carly, what is your feeling for the hot dog sandwich debate? And Carly said, I believe this was the debate when Green Guy Music was on. It was. We got into that pretty. But Davey, you said lobster rolls are a sandwich. Yeah, but a lobster roll uses a different type of bread. I don't think it uses a hot dog bun. A hot dog bun is a whole different animal. She's all right. Well, it's well played. It's a well played point. It's a well played point. I will admit. It's between two buns, so technically yes, I go back and forth. Yeah, I do too. I mean, I do too with some of these things. I've been pretty solid with the hot dog though, just because the bun, it's not. I don't consider it to be bread. I just think of it as like it's a pastry almost, and then you kind of slice it. It's not completely divided. Yeah, Turbo Swim says a hot dog bun is a roll. That's the thing. If you did consider that to be like a roll, as in a roll would be for a hero or a hoagie or something like that, then yeah, I mean, I think using that principle, you would call it a sandwich. My question is a hot dog bun a roll, or is this its own thing? I think it's its own thing.
It's a roll.
You consider it a roll?
Yeah, it's a roll.
Yeah. Well, Carly says, okay, the fact that it's not completely divided is an interesting point.
It's a bun. She's just, it's a bun. Then maybe it's not a roll. It's a bun. Either way, it's not a motherfucking sandwich.
All right.
Are we allowed to curse?
No, of course. We're fine with that. We had the Excel tag. But, okay, the fact that it's not completely divided is interesting points, as Carly Swin sings. And, Steven Cleveland, what's going on? Kaiser Roll makes a sandwich. Yes. What's going on, Steven? It's good to see you again. How you doing tonight? Turbo Swim says, well, then cheesesteaks in the same would need to be not sandwiches. Too much division, Davey. Too much. Well, Carly threw that in there, and it definitely does spark some interesting debates. But, look, I'm not going to kill anybody who thinks a hot dog is a sandwich, but I think the bigger problem than the bun is the nature of the hot dog itself, which is just a tube. It's not really meat. There's no cheese. You don't usually put cheese on top of it. So if you think about how a typical sandwich is made, they have a sliced meat, right? You have sliced cheese, you have vegetables, but a hot dog is just a sausage. So the question is a sausage sandwich a sandwich? I don't know. I think it's just its own thing. So I think we're both on the same page on that one, Toro. So, yeah, you're welcome. Right? I love it.
I'm not being critical, but do we have anything non-food related?
What do you mean? Like in the question queue?
Yeah.
It was the only question in the queue so far. So, folks, if you'd like to ask any other questions, exclamation point question followed by the question itself, and we'll take questions about anything. They don't have to be about food tonight. So
let's pose each other questions for now. Here we go. When did you decide you wanted to become a fucking bully and do what you did on TMA?
That's such a troll job. Such a troll job on your end. Like, hey, first of all, I just said what I said. So when
I agree with you. All you said was stop complaining.
I'm just saying. Yeah. So one of the posters on the old message board where we once were was just moaning and groaning about some minutiae that just was such a pedantic thing to get on. And I literally just said, "Oh my goodness!" Like sarcastically, "Oh my gosh, more complaining! I can't believe something like, oh, what did I say? Something like that. Like, oh my gosh, can we stop with the complaining?" And
I sent that motherfucker to the hills, yo.
I did. He disappeared and he disappeared off the face of the earth. And I thought it was pretty fair about that, because a lot of people were complaining about that behind the scenes. I just simply said it out loud on this message board. So I know some folks can be really negative, and I think
you were part of the rare breed. You were part of the rare breed on there. Doing that, actually saying it all.
Yeah. Oh, we had actually a pretty solid question from Carly, Carly says, should the Patriots keep Zappy? That's a great question. So Zappy's the backup quarterback for the Patriots. It's a really good question. I know you're up on DFS and such.
It's just, I don't know, if you're winning, just keep going with it,
Yeah.
Like if you're doing well, you don't have to rush. What's his name back to the injury or whatever, you know. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what to think of him either. I mean,
I can
you
tackle.
like every guy.
I can
Like,
tackle that.
I watch Red Zone and stuff too. You know what I mean? But like, that's all I really see of what's going on in the league. But I don't know. I mean, are they married to Mac Jones? I guess it was the first, not the first overall, but the first.
Yeah. I mean, it is rather remarkable how well the Patriots are playing with him, as opposed, they weren't playing terribly with Mac, but I think it's a great sign. It's a great mark on Belichick that they've been still pretty good, and particularly last weekend.
2 weeks though, like, relax. Everyone was, like, you had idiots doing the whole Cooper Rush debate down in Dallas, and that was idiotic. Like everyone knew it was, like, I don't know. He does it like for a season or something like this, But I mean, like, even last year, you had the Mike White idiots with the Jets.
No, I know where you're coming from on that, because like, I think with Cooper Rush, the fact is more of the idea that I don't think Dak Prescott was that good to begin with. I just never thought he had that great of arm strength to start. Like, I just thought it just kind of said more. Yeah, for sure. I guess that's really more of what I was thinking there. But when you talk about Zappy versus Mac, it's a much more interesting question because I didn't really have a read on like what Zappy would be, and so it's good that he's doing well. Right, the hot hand. I don't know. I mean, I think they should keep him on the roster. I think if the question is, do you keep starting him? That I don't know. Only I think somebody more connected with the Patriots would know. Our friend Andy, we had on yesterday, he would know probably more than either of us would. It's a really great question. I don't honestly have an answer to that, but I think they should keep him around. I think keep him on the roster absolutely. Turbo Swim says, still a little belly check my jack. Davey, why do you want me so? I think that's because of the Dak Prescott comment. Yeah, no, for sure, right, Carly? Absolutely. Carly agrees with the assessment of just keeping him available because it's a great problem to have, and I think he's playing so well that now it's kind of a quarterback debate. I don't see Mac Jones as being the kind of alpha that would really have a problem with Zappy playing, but time will tell. We'll see. You think Prescott's better than that, huh? It's interesting. It is interesting. Turbo Swim is a Cowboys fan, and that's interesting because I have seen a lot of games where when he needs to do like an 80-yard drive, it can be tough sledding because I just don't see him being able to launch those like 40, 50-yard passes downfield with accuracy. So that's where I was coming from with that. But certainly there's worse, but for the money he's getting paid, I don't know if I quite put him in that same echelon with, say, and nobody's doing that, but I'm just saying, like, just the idea that that he would be an elite quarterback. I don't know. It's an interesting query. I don't think Prescott is an interesting case, but I just didn't think there was that big a drop-off from him to Cooper Rush, especially if Cooper Rush is able to keep down turnovers. He did not against the Eagles, but if in general terms he's able to minimize turnovers, he seems in a lot of ways dependable. So another situation where time will tell. So Tina had a question. Tina French is also into sports. How many times will Taylor Heineke get sacked against the Packers this week? I don't really know that. We need to ask folks like John and C-Dub that question because I don't really know what the Packers defensive line is like right now. Toro, I don't know how much you've seen of the Packers, but I honestly don't have an answer to that question.
I've seen enough to think they suck.
Yeah. No, I mean,
or at least for right now.
Well, right. But to match that up.
I don't like Rodgers. It's nice to say. He's a smug prick. Yeah,
I know that, and you wouldn't be alone in that either. Yeah, there's definitely that component out there.
I don't even care about the vaccine shit. Like, I don't give a shit if you're vaccinated or not. Like, whatever. It's just that he got cute with the way he worded it. Like, oh yeah, like I'm immunized. Like, what? Whatever freaking Shailene Woodley was cooking up over there, wherever they were freaking. Like, give me a break, bro. Like, come on. Go host Jeopardy.
Yeah, he's turned out to be a bit of a bizarre guy, Rogers. All in all. But I do think that Haneke is going to get sacked a good amount. I probably will see him getting sacked 3 times in that game. To answer the question, Tina. Interesting question. Next up from Turbo Swim, and this one's probably going to you, Toro. What is the most embarrassing thing I have said sports-wise? The most embarrassing.
Wade?
Yeah.
Probably every much you ever put out there.
Yep. So I can step back to the one I said about the Kings in 2012. Were you around back then? When I did
I was not.
Nah. Okay.
I was not incepted into this world.
So we didn't know each other back then. Okay. So let's step it forward to just a point then since we've known each other. Gosh, I mean, hell, we could even the most embarrassing thing I've said sports-wise. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, but there's been a lot. Like I know, the Serena Williams one was ridiculous. That's an all-timer. Remember when I was in the building for the Serena Williams semifinal match at U.S. Open in 2015, and then she blew the entire thing to someone who was a 300-1 underdog from Italy, and then she ended up winning. She ended up winning the U.S. Open, and it defeated her chance at a Grand Slam. That's a memorable one, just because of the extremely unlikely circumstance of that.
You had a decent, not much related, but your team's had a decent 2020 run.
Oh no, absolutely. I mean, as far as the teams are concerned, yeah, 100%. Like, there have definitely been a lot of embarrassing things that I've said sports-wise. Toro certainly remembers a lot of them, but I think our friend Andy would know even more of that, because, like, I think the most embarrassing thing that everybody points to when they say, what's the most embarrassing thing I've said? The comment, my teams never win, that is one that John and Andy and everybody keeps going back on, and Panther, and it's like, that's not what I was getting at. I was basically saying, like, when I would expect them to win, they don't win, but it got transmogrified into my teams never win. Of course, my teams are the Pittsburgh Steelers, the LA Lakers, the LA Dodgers, and the LA Kings in USC football. So yes, that's a stupid comment. I cop to that. It's a dumb comment. So that's the most embarrassing thing I've said sports-wise, because when I said that, it was in jest. It was in the middle of a loss of one of the teams to somebody, and it was in the middle of, like, all these teams winning championships. So it was definitely a comment that did not age well.
Dave, in the car has a question.
In the car's in the chat? Are you really?
I don't know. He's on Discord. I don't know about your chat.
You really can't kill everything. What was that? The mush? It was called that. That's the mush. Yep. This guy and his big words. Oh my gosh! Look who's in the chat. Fun Time's in the chat. What's going on, Fun Time? It has been a minute. Oh my gosh. How you doing, friend?
Matthew Fun Time.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Do you remember him?
Yeah, I remember. I wasn't a particular fan of him being banned. I mean, I get it.
The transmogrified. I read a lot of Calvin and Hobbes when I was
I get why he was. I just think it was a bit of a, I don't know. I get it. Listen, Matt, Fun Time, whatever you're going by nowadays, like, you were annoying and probably should have been banned, but I think there are a lot of other people on there who probably should have been handed down, like, warnings and shit as well, too, that doesn't seem like that fucking bumblefuck administration over there did shit about ever, so right. I can empathize with that as well. And that was always sort of my big issue in there as well. You know, like, all right, I can read through fucking people mocking schools evacuating because they find spent shell cases. Like, that's some wrong thing to do. Man, an idiot. Anyway, but, you know, like, I don't know. You're a little too much self-proud. Even though, you know, I consider myself probably on the same aisle as you, but
yeah,
you're a little out there.
Yeah.
So, but all the love.
All the love. Matt Fun Time says the mods are clowns. Not the mods on this chat, just to be clear. We're talking about the mods at another website we were at a generation ago, basically. And, you know, there's something to that. It's a different... Organic is in the chat, too. What's going on, Organic? Organic's part of our podcast community, too. What is going on? Yeah, they're definitely not here. Our mods here are awesome. Like, it's really good to see. We have, like, I just think the idea that there is moderation on most Twitch channels is a big thing. And I just felt like moderation and this is, you were getting a little, I mean, as far as on the old message board where we were at, I just think that it was really lax. I just think the amount of
Lax.
Yeah, because like
Fine.
a lot of things were allowed to slide that really shouldn't have, and I think people were feeling uncomfortable with what certain people were saying on the old space, and the mods weren't doing their jobs from that standpoint. We've talked about this before too, even on this program. Like VIPs are clowns. That's funny, Turbo Swim. I love it. Yeah, my fun times since I was a kid. Well, I know you did push the envelope with some stuff, though. Fun time, for what it's worth. But listen, I know where you're coming from with a lot of it. Some of those folks did need to be poked in the ribs back in the day. So that's all right. We're taking some more questions.
Still do.
Still do. You're right. You're right. Yeah, we do love our mods here on Twitch. Carly got amazing mods over on her channel. I didn't give you a shout out yet. Hold on. All right. So, yeah, we don't need to get into that on here, Fun Time Etiquette, but I get where you're coming from, but good to have you here. We are definitely. Are you still playing guitar and such? Like, do you still do music and whatever, and what have you? I know you were doing music and such. Yeah, but now Fun Time does not stream, but one love for you. Well, hey, thank you, appreciate you.
I remember seeing some
nice, still in the music. Good stuff. Twitch is
I remember seeing some concerts on his Facebook.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He used to post those videos.
Oh nice. Yeah. Well, Funtime had done so many, and maybe still does, like a lot of really great Photoshops too. Like his Photoshop work is really good, so that's one thing to remember. I'm always posting. Right on. You mean on Facebook? Right on. But let's see. Does anybody else have a question for us, though? Our question queue is empty, so feel free to throw that up there if you'd like. Exclamation point question followed by the question itself. Keep it rolling.
ITC had a question for you.
Why is ITC not in the chat, though? Is a query.
He's on Discord, man. Like, you could be on Discord.
All right, fine. I'll go on the Discord. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, since it's such. So,
all right. Question for Dave. Whose tweets would you pay Bluest Black to read, JB or Cap? Oh, come on. Easy answer. Cap all the way. Those would be really entertaining. So
that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
His rant podcasts or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Where he just reads things in. You should just string together like their tweets and just send them over.
If you would like an example of what that looks like, so I'll read some of the tweets that our friend Cap has made today. So for those who are unfamiliar with who we're talking about, so Captain is our nickname for Jerry Will, who's been on the football podcast before. A big baseball fan, huge Yankee fan, but he tends to be very a creature of the moment, shall we say? So let me just read through some of these from tonight. So, 14 minutes ago, our friend Cap says, I never want to see Donaldson have another at-bat as a Yankee after tonight. 12 minutes ago, it's infuriating. This team should have 0 runs right now. My biggest fucking gear, these gutless at-bats. Yes, I am infuriated. So sick of the same shit. How could we have the same issue for 4 years and not fix it? Okay, 12 minutes ago. Throw 25 curves in a row, won't be touched. Pathetic. Fucking pathetic. So he just goes crazy in these Yankee games whenever they're on, and it's wild. Yeah, top Yankee fan I know. Is Cap eating edibles tonight, says Fun Time. I don't know. Good query. Let's get to the question from our friend Turbo Swim, and we can get back to food talk. Favorite fast food chain? I want to hear your reaction to this one. Toro, what's your favorite fast food chain?
I try not to eat it a lot, but I don't know. Like if I'm like, I don't really go out like drinking and shit like that anymore. But I usually like stop at Wendy's if I actually go or something like that, just because it's open around here, like
Did you say
You
Wendy's?
still hear me?
Yeah, Wendy's is good. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not big on like fast food or whatever. Like just if I could drink or whatever. Otherwise, I try to stay away from it.
Yeah. I think I think I would get called out if I didn't say it was Arby's. It's definitely one of them.
I don't know. Something about like fast food deli meats kind of spews me out. Like,
Really?
I shouldn't judge because I've never really had it, but it's just sort of. I
Okay.
don't know.
I like that you're not. I mean, you're not eating fast food means you at least on paper it means you're eating healthier, so that's cool.
I try.
Yeah, you try. I love it. It's good. I think your body will thank you for it down the road for sure. They have the meat. Dave has the meats. The meats. Yep, you got it, Philip. You got it, everybody. In your face. Yes. Yeah, so keep those questions coming. I'd love to hear more of them from.
Hey, fun time. I have a question for fun time. Did you get a warning or anything when you got banned off there, or what? Did you just try and log on one day and that was that?
Yeah. We'll see what
That's
time
full.
is. Yeah,
It's
so,
full.
yeah. No law with a claw, Davy. Here,
Yeah. Well, we have that in common, and the feelings,
Are you into? No, unrelated question. Are you into the White Claws as well? Fun time. Curious. Organic says, "What's something you're into now that your younger self would be shocked?" Oh man, I got answers for this one. What's something you're into now, Toro, that your younger self would be shocked at?
Working out.
Really? I felt like that was in your MO the whole time. That's I would not have guessed that. That's a good one. Yeah. Cool.
I didn't probably really start until 20.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, how young are we going here? Are we talking about like teenager?
I mean,
Adolescence?
any part of you that was younger. Yeah. I mean, even your 6-year-old self, something like that, right? So, for me,
I can't get behind the White Claws. What is SP in this fucking chat?
oh, Swim says I can't get behind the White Claws. Okay. I need something that's going to put some hair on my
that
chest.
SP's thing. You said it was a fad or a trend.
It's a good thing to mix up. I think the reason I like them myself is because it's just less sugar. I mean, if sugar wasn't the factor, I would be I'm a much bigger beer fan overall. But since I like the fact that it's low carb, it helps me get through things. So, yeah, that's the general scenario there.
Whatever works.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
whatever your coping mechanism.
What is something I said I had answers to this question. So, well, golf. Yeah, just like my interest in watching golf and like playing golf. That's definitely something my younger self would have been shocked about. Like, you like golf? Like, it's so boring. But I do like golf. So that's one. What else that I like that I would be shocked at if I was younger? I said I had answers to this. That's one of them for sure. I don't know. Let me sleep, I guess.
I don't drink much either, dude. So,
Yeah. Turbo Swim says I don't drink much, so I want something strong when I do. Oh, that's valid. Yeah, that's valid. Definitely like something like hard liquor would be sweet. A nice cocktail. Strong beer. These are all good. Fun Time says any port in the storm. Yeah. I mean, I do like. I don't know. It's like I like Excel. I guess I would have been shocked at that when I was younger. Is that a good answer to that question? I'm not sure. Exercise I think is a big one. I love to exercise. Like I used to not like exercise at all when I was young.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Kind of like you were in the same boat, right? Yeah.
When I was young, I never did that shit.
Yeah. Like long runs. Oh, I love long runs. If I had the time for them, I would do way more of them. So that's a big one for sure. And I like socks. So I like socks a lot more than I used to. I'm a big fan of socks.
Socks?
Yeah. Swim says, no, it is not.
I mean, I've been wearing them my whole life, but okay.
No, I get that. I'm just like, everybody wears socks, so I just meant like my passion for socks. Oh, hey, Carly, have a great night. Have a good one. So good to see you again tonight.
Bye, girl.
Well, take care of yourself.
I'll
give you a shout out, Carly. Follow our friend Carly Sings. Tremendous musician on Twitch. It's good to see you again. Take care. Turbo Swim says, this guy uses big old words and is like, I'm Davy. I like the tight pants, plaid socks, and Excel. I did not say tight pants. You too, Carly. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. You have the personality of a CPA cardboard. I know. Like I said, there are aspects to me that would definitely be not for the young at heart. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'll fill up with more stuff later. Turbo Swim says, favorite sport to attend live. Of the sports, Toro, what is your favorite sport to attend live?
I can't tell you the last time I was at one live, to be honest. Probably some like late 90s Yankees game, so I'm not the person to ask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know.
I don't know. What's the most exciting, though? If I was guessing? I don't know. It depends on the scenario as well. Like,
yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Playoff hockey always seems pretty intense.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Hockey's a good one because I feel like the energy in hockey just can be really good, especially if it's a playoff game. Oh, wow. Tough one. That's tough. Like you said, it depends on the scenario. Like, if it's a playoff game, baseball putting the playoffs is really amazing to attend live. The energy is just unreal. But a day-to-day, probably... I do like college football to attend live on a game-to-game basis. They seem to be really satisfying experiences because...
As I get older, I'm not a big fan of the crowds. So it's like, it just wouldn't be my scene anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be around that many people, you know?
Yeah. Hockey's a good one, though. I think hockey's a good... if you had to pick, like, one of the... Like, if you're talking about just sports, hockey's a good one, yeah. Matthew, Fun Time likes hockey. I'm blessed with attending loads of Rangers games. Nice. Sweet. Swim says, although I quite like the Army-Navy game... Oh, no. Swim says, I used to look up to you. What did I say? Because of the socks? Oh, man. This is the only thing this is what gets a little tricky about doing random questions. I tend to show too much of my hand sometimes with these spots. So, yeah, I'm a nerd. What can I say? But,
it's all right. I was just hanging out with some girls. Went to, what is it?
Yeah.
Comic-Con and all that.
Yeah. The best part of attending Ranger Devils games, says Turbo Swim, is the random Rangers suck, Devils suck when they're playing some other team. Nah, it's all good, Swims. I appreciate the trollery. It's all good. Fun times since we go to a ton of minor league baseball. Always a great time. Yeah. I think sometimes, like to your other point about how intense crowds can sometimes be a turnoff. When you talk about something that's pretty laid back, like minor league baseball or spring training or certain college football games, that can be a really fun experience. No
warning, huh? Fun time. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Not even a hey, can you tone it down?
You said no. And Matt in Fun Times is mostly because it's a ton of low key. Yeah, like 1,500. Yeah, exactly. Like I totally see that. So Swims, thank you for the question. How are we doing on time? No, we're doing pretty well. Okay, so let me think.
I got nowhere to do.
Right on. Yeah. Do you have any fantasy implications tonight, like with any of the scenarios?
No, I think I just did like a couple of guys to hit a home run. I don't do like season long fantasy. I don't have the attention span for it. So like everything I do is just basically lineups, like the single entry, whatever. Like I can't do the whole sit down and draft and transactions and I have to sit for this person. It's too much for me, Like I don't care that much. I need to pay attention that much,
Mm-hmm. How have you been doing on have you been doing the NFL fan duels this year?
Yeah, I might have placed 1 week or something.
Oh, that's huge.
I haven't come first in anything.
That is huge though, because Man, I have been on the struggle bus with the NFL duels. I can't even buy a win on that thing. Like, and there are 3 spots too. And it's been a struggle. Like, I've had a couple close calls, but I thought by this point of the season I'd have, at least had a 3rd place finish. It's been tough. I mean, the offense in general in the NFL has been so bad this year. It's just like there's so.
Where do you live, Tom? Not like, where do you live, motherfucker?
That's a callback too. Fun times, but obviously, fuck the Astros. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I know New York, but where? What's that state?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that what's his name went to college? That's the name of no, that's in
Marquis.
Florida, right? I saw Reddit, but however you pronounce that.
Like 2 hours from New York. Okay.
College you went to.
Yep. All right, so let's see what else we got over here. Oh, you're like right by RPI? Did not know. How about that? Okay. It's a real well. Oh, it's very well known. Yeah, that's our friend, like our late friend Marquis went to RPI. You know that well. He had so many RPI stories back on the old message board.
To say the least.
What?
To say the least, yeah.
Oh, I did, yeah, right? Like, it was so many stories. Yeah. Back in the day, rest in peace, our friend Marquis. Yeah, the tormented life of our friend Marquis. If you were to go to, really nice area up in New York for sure. Swims. So Swims is kind of a fun. It's been a really fun follow of the program because he's also based in. He might be close to you. Like, he's down maybe. You're in a different part of New Jersey, but he's down by the Jersey Shore. So
no, I'm right outside.
Oh, okay. So you're further north then, basically. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
What part of the Jersey Shore?
Yeah. Well, at any rate, Organic, do you have any questions for us? I'll roll through the what is it? No, I don't see any other questions anywhere else, so we'll kind of just run with that. But nice. Yeah. That's cool. What are the food debates? Oh, here you go. I'm going to give you one. Okay. So, Toro. One question we have over on the Sandwich Show. Or the Twitch show, of course. Pancakes, waffles, French toast, or crepes?
Probably it's between French toast or waffles, and probably French toast.
Nice! French toast! Let's go! There you go. Can't go wrong with French toast. Yeah. Love it. Waffle gang. Swims is on the waffle gang. But waffles are good too. Yeah, I mean, there's no bad answer, honestly. But French...
Those big, I used to have one of those Belgian waffle makers. That shit used to hit.
Nice.
Great. French toast was a little more effort. I'm not a big fan of cooking and putting my time into it, so.
Mm-hmm. Do you put anything specific on there, or do you just go the powdered sugar?
Oh, the sugar, the syrup, and the butter.
Cool.
I haven't had them in some time. I should.
Yeah.
I gotta find one of those banging breakfast buffets, where you could just.
I know.
Feel disgusting after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you were in Vegas, I know you've been to Vegas from time to time. Did any breakfast buffet stand out to you down there, or did you have?
Me?
Yeah.
I've never been to Vegas.
You've never been to Vegas. Okay, so someone. I think that was Aurora then who went to Vegas. I'm sorry, but they do have really good breakfast buffets down there too. So if you're ever out that way, I would say Wicked Spoon. You've got the one at Caesars. So Bachnal's the one at Caesars. It's really good. Fun Time says, "Are you using OBS for this, Dave?" Absolutely. Yeah, I'm running OBS. So many of us on Twitch do run OBS.
You skipped Organic's question.
What's Organic's question?
You skipped Organic.
Oh no! I was getting to it. Okay, so the question from
go out of order.
What Asian country would you visit? Oh yeah. I think to start, low-hanging fruit, but I'd probably go to Japan. There's a lot of history there. Technology is amazing over there. So I'd go with Japan. How about you?
China.
China's not a bad
I
answer.
know. I was just saying that.
Oh,
Trump
okay.
says it wrong.
Okay.
I don't know. Not a ton of choices really. What the Korea is obviously one you can't really go to.
Right.
Japan, China.
Mm-hmm.
Another Asia for the Philippines, Vietnam, is Cambodia in Asia?
Yeah, sure. We'll count it. Yeah. Okay.
I guess probably Japan somewhere like Tokyo or something like
Yeah.
that. I don't know. Asia isn't a country I really thought of visiting, so I'd actually have to like think about it and do research.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Sounds good. Let me move this over here a little bit. Yeah, that's better. So Fun Time says Vietnam. Turbo Swim says Japan, Thailand, or Singapore. Nice. Yeah. Thailand has got a lot going on too. Like especially with cuisine. Thai food is oh man. For me, Thai food is clutch. What's the Thai scene up where you are? Thai food, to be specific, but.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never really have had it that much.
Oh, okay,
so
okay. That's fine.
I don't know. I haven't been the past 5 weeks, probably longer. I haven't been very cultured at all.
Oh, okay.
So.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Thai tends to be. I don't know if Thai is a big thing in New York necessarily, but it should be, and it definitely is in LA. Like so, Thai food in LA is a scene for sure. Really, really good. So, and Turbo Swim says and caves. Oh, in those places, nice. Fun times. What plugins for OBS do I use? I use a Stream Deck plugin because I have a Stream Deck device, so I can switch scenes with it. Swim says we have little Thai. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, Thai food's good though. Absolutely. Do I have any other plugins? You know, I'm not. I don't have nearly as many as our friend Island Vibing Presents does, and she has a talk show too on Twitch, which uses a lot more plugins on OBS than what we do. So I've tended to streamline things and keep them simple. But I know that there are a lot of cool plugins out there that I could use to make things more efficient. So I would always be looking into them. But I think for now it's only just the one for the Stream Deck at the moment. Yeah. Do we have anything else in the queue? Let's go see. No, we don't. How are we doing it? Okay. Let's see. But yeah. All right. Turbo Swim says Indian, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, lots of those. Not so much Southeast. Oh, okay. Yeah, those are all good.
Hey, when's the last time you were out in Jersey? Did you come visit?
And the last time I was in New Jersey was 2015.
7 years.
It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Where'd you stay?
I think I stayed in Secaucus. My dad went on the trip with me. Yeah, so we were at a Embassy Suites in Secaucus. Yeah, really good. But the problem is we had to take the Lincoln Tunnel to get into Manhattan every time. And it worked for it worked for the weekend, but during the week, not so much. We missed our flight. We had to stay overnight back at around JFK, and we flew back the next morning. So it was kind of a weird day, but learned that one the hard way. But
did you bring your old man to any board meetups?
Yes, yeah, we went to the one. We did. We were down in New Brunswick doing the board meetup down there. It was really fun. Yeah, it's good times. I think we met Tommy. We met Diane, Tommy's wife. We caught up with TR. I don't remember. Were you there? I don't remember. I think
No.
Fiddle was there. UCH, Umberto's Clam House, one of our friends from the podcast community. Oh my goodness!
Doesn't he live in California?
Come again?
Doesn't he live in California?
He does. He's down in San Diego, yeah. But he's originally from Queens, so it's like he's got big time New York ties. So I'm the only outsider in your all's world. Like I'm the only one that has no New York ties whatsoever. It's kind of a miracle, but it's really great. It's been really great to know you as friends. Like we've all had some fun moments, commenting on games, making jokes along the way. And as we were talking about earlier, it's really nice to have that vibe back, and things getting dragged down by like pedantic issues, social, political stuff. Like, it's just, I mean, it's not that we can't speak out on things, but it's just like the degree to which people would get into certain topics was just getting kind of, it was uncomfortable.
It was just redundant.
Yes.
Like,
exactly. Like, they just kept beating it like a dead horse. I know, Swims, that's so true. Like with the Thursday night football game, there's so much scoring tonight. It's so counter to what we're used to. We're used to it being like 9-6 or 12-8, 12-7. And here it's 28-17, and we're only in the third quarter. That's nuts. But Confessor, good to see you again. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Yeah. But I do hope that the Saints come back in this game because I'm on the Saints too, and they are down by 11. So they're going to need to dig deep here, but perhaps I may have just misjudged this one. This is not looking good. What can I say? I may have blown it on this one. I've been fine. Doing well as well. Let's go check on the Yankee game one last time. And I think, just to wrap things up, the Yankees are only down by 1. Although I gotta say, I was glad I cashed out of that bet. Remember, I had the Yankees plus 120. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I don't know, Toro. This might be it for the Yankees. Like, if they go down 2-0 in the series, even with the 3 games, I know this happened like in 2017. Then they went to the Bronx and they lost and they won 3 games in a row down there. So you don't want to completely give up on the Yankees yet, but I don't know. It's a little different. I don't know if it would take a lot, I think. Swim says Dalton threw 2 pick sixes at the end of the second. Otherwise, it would be close. Oh, that's right. You know what? My friend coach is an IRL friend who lives in Denver. And he warned me about this. He kept making the point that Dalton is so bad in prime time. And I didn't listen. And I'm like, yeah, but Cliff Kingsbury as a favorite I don't like. I thought that they would get beat here. This does not look good. I probably should consider, I don't know. I think I just blew it on this one. Yeah. They're about to go up even more than 11 points, so not good. And Swim says the Yanks seem to have a problem with the Astros though. Yeah. But we'll see if it's a closer series. I think that's the thing. Toro, before we wrap things up tonight, like, if you were to guess how many more games we get out of this Yankees series, how far do you think it goes? Like,
well, maybe like 6.
Oh, you think they can go 6? Okay.
Maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah. Well, I would be surprised if they got swept. Like, that would be kind of crazy. I don't think but I kind of feel like it would go 5. In my opinion, I think they'll probably go 5.
They're still drunk from the celebration from Cleveland. They're playing all hungover and shit.
Yeah. Were they really celebrating that hard after the?
No, it's like you gotta be on the server more, man. You be up to date and you know what this shit.
Oh, we talk about fan base stuff.
Yeah, you got too busy of a life being a Twitch host.
I got a lot going on too. Yeah, I mean, listen, I try to get there when I can, but I bet it goes 6 over 5. Yeah, probably. I think if they win tonight, it definitely would lean towards 6, going 6 games rather than 5. So I can feel that, certainly. We'll see. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and I guess we were out of questions in the queues. I'm gonna go ahead and close things up here. Any final thoughts before we close it up and then do a raid out over here on the Twitch side?
No, it's just we should probably check in and do this tomorrow.
Cool, I'm with it. Well, thanks for.
I'm always just gonna talk basic shit. You know what I mean? I'll just go with the flow.
Yeah. Well, I
was gonna trash the board a little bit. So.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool. I thought everything was pretty much on point tonight, though. Are there any new Netflix shows that you're into right now, though? Before we go, like, I know you get into that sort of thing.
Let's see. It's weird. It's like I watched Breaking Bad when it was on, but I never watched Better Call Saul. So I streamed through all 5 seasons that were on Netflix. Then I downloaded the 6th and final one and put it on like this media server I use. so I could watch it on my TV. So I steamrolled through that. Then I started watching Breaking Bad again just because I hadn't seen it in so many years.
Right.
But then some other stuff came out. Like I've been watching The Dragon Show on HBO. I didn't see last Sunday's episode though, so I still have to watch that. Then I started the Dahmer show on Netflix. I think I watched like 4 episodes. I don't know. There's so much shit on there that I like bookmark and like add to my list or whatever that I just never get to. You know what I mean? Like, so I probably have like a queue that's around the block, but I guess I'll get to it eventually. But it's like there's just so much shit out there nowadays. There's so much content when it comes to that. Like I have like all these different ones, like Netflix, Prime, Hulu, like HBO Max, Disney Plus. There's just so much shit out there. It almost gives you anxiety. Like, oh, I gotta watch this. I gotta catch up. Everyone's talking about this. So I have to get on that. Like it's crazy. Like it's just there's so many shows. Like the Apple shit too. There's just and then it's like, all right, if you want to like watch sports too, it's like, damn, all right, well, I'm gonna tune in on this and switch back to that, and it's like I'm serious. It almost like gives you anxiety.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. I mean, it's overwhelming. Like it's hard. You're doing better than me. That just gives you an idea. Like I can't even get around to even like one of these series. You at least like dabbling in like 1 or 2 of them. Like I haven't come close. Like Stranger Things 4 is still sitting on my queue. I haven't gotten to it yet. But maybe
I've never watched like any of that. Like people talk about it, so it's like I would like to check it out one day, but it's like it's like you almost need to like if you want to catch up with stuff, it's like you almost need to like get sick where you're like not working, in bed for a few days, and
I know.
just, go through like that's basically it. Like most of my time, like I don't go out much on the weekends anymore. I'm like not big into like bars or anything like that. It's going out for the sake of going out. It's more like if I go on a date or something like that, really. But like otherwise on weekends, it's like I'm just in and out of sports, and I'll fuck on my PlayStation, and and a lot of times I'll just be like, fuck, I'm just gonna, bulldoze to some show today or something like that. Like during the week, it's tougher, especially with like right now. Like you have all 4 major sports going on right now, and it's not that I watch it like from inning to inning or clock to clock, but it's like just switching around with all that. It's like it's just a lot, It's not a bad thing, but like at this time of year, like right now where we are in like late October almost, like you got baseball playoffs, you got the NFL like getting into I guess the middle of the season now. The NBA just started and hockey just started,
Yep.
So it's just it's just so much fun.
Oh my gosh, look who's in the chat right now. MRT's in the chat. Hello, is this how this works? What's going on, my friend? How you doing, MRT? Been a minute.
Oh my god.
What? I mean, it hasn't been that much of a minute, but it's been a minute at least as far as on Twitch. But nice to see you. Welcome to Sandwich Show, MRT. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Yes, it is how this works. Welcome in. Like this is Santoro. You see our friend on the left-hand side of the screen. I hope you're okay too. Thank you. I'm well. I did not have the root canal today. We had that postponed to tomorrow, so we're gonna have to shuffle a few things around in the Sandwich Show side of things here on Twitch too, because. But I'm glad you're all right. I know you have a podcast out. Feel free to drop a link to that, because a friend MRT has a new podcast that's been out, which is really cool. It kind of addresses, my understanding, it addresses mental health, and I think it's a really great. And for our community here, that's a very apropos topic. So we'd be glad to have you share that with us if you're comfortable with that. But so nice to see you. Welcome in. This is Twitch. It's nice to see you here. I'm Davy. You also know me as Dave, and you also know me as Verd and Vid and Bork and all sorts of other names. Thanks. I'm still thinking about what to do with that, so hold for now. Okay. No worries at all. Whenever the time is right, feel free. And those of you who are tuning in who are new to the Sandwich Show, this is our Discord. And I'd like to, within that Discord, invite you all to SFZ too, because if you're into sports in particular, you can join the vibe where there's sort of a sports specific Discord server, but there's also all sorts of fun discussions like sandwiches and also parking spots. How do you park? Do you back in? Do you like vertical space? Do you ever do those diagonal parking spaces? There's a little charm to that. Like, it's not too bad. Certainly beats parking parallel parking, but that kind of stuff. We get into all sorts of minutiae.
Parallel parking is a way of life, and I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I've been doing it my whole life, so it's not like a big deal.
Oh, it's not a big deal to you? Well, that's good.
I've dated girls from areas where you never have to parallel park, and it's been so many times I have to run outside and park the car.
Yeah. No, it's cool that you got a knack for it. It's still a process for me, but I think I'm getting better at it. So, I do it from time to time. It's all right. Mike MRT says, sorry, that's not sandwich-related content. No, it's okay. Oh, my goodness. 3 Yankees tried to catch a pop-up at the same time again. How did that end up? Did they end up catching it?
Doesn't matter. They're going to lose.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we'll say goodnight for now. Toro, good catching up with you again. Let's do this.
Always.
Absolutely. And much love to do you want to invite people here in the chat, or do you just want to just save that for Discord and doing it, or invite people that way? Because I'll only go with what you're comfortable with but I will let you know that it is a pretty cool spot. So kudos to
look, the more the merrier. It might take you a while to sort of catch on, I guess, to some of the humor. And
okay.
you got to say that a lot of it's Mike related as well too.
Yeah. We do make a lot of Mike Francesa references. He was a sports talk commentator on WFN for a very, very long time. And so we definitely make a lot of references to him because he's a goofy guy. And he's certainly had...
Look, when I joined the board, I didn't know shit. So I asked questions and whatever. I'm sure there were memes about that and what's going on. That's just a way of life. But I don't know. I always thought that was kind of stupid of the fucking board. Make memes out of it. Your member base is dwindling, and maybe you guys are just doing it in good fun, but people who are just sort of trying to get acclimated on there might not realize that. So I always thought that was a fantastic job by the administration over there, really recruiting great new members and whatnot, expanding it into something more, into the same fucking, half dozen or dozen or so people who fucking use it as a base of operations for a lot of shit that is definitely not Mike Francesa related. So I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, but I don't know, maybe do your fucking job.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate how that evolved, but we've kind of covered that in our program tonight. But that's where the power of choice can be very helpful. I think if something's uncomfortable and there's a better space, then it's nice to have that option. So, all right, so that'll do it. Mike's retirement tour. I'm an engineer. I can't handle 2 chats at once. Just kidding. That's funny. So, for now, I say goodnight. Yeah, Toro, enjoy the rest of your night and have a good weekend. Hopefully things are good for you the rest of the way this week, yeah?
Good luck with the roof now whenever.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it'll be tomorrow, but thanks, Toro. It's good to catch up with you again.
Yeah, do it more often.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do this again sometime. Take care, buddy.
You too, man.
All right, man.
Peace.
Well, that's Toro. Good times tonight. Yeah, it's really. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a little bit of a peek back into our past and how we got to here. And for those of you who are tuning into the podcast, I'm sure you visited a lot of memories as well. And it's quite a journey. So y'all have a good rest of your night. We're going to go find someone to raid over here on Twitch. But for those of you listening on the podcast, this has been real. We appreciate you listening to this pop-up program. And for those of you on the feed, we'll see you next time.